my damn fault.
Round fire.
All right, I'm ready.
Another mission awaits.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Let us be round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Opts for the throw. Ooh, what's this? Player 2 with the life lead. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Player 2 chases them down. All right, what's coming up next? Down to the wire. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Jumps. Shoots off a fireball up close. At this range, many attacks can connect if he charges forward. Sneaks in above. Knockdown and drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. Just goes for it at this range. The super doesn't hit. This is the toughest. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. A real test of nerves here. How did they read that throw? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Charges up the plasma. What next? Oh my god, they put the fear of God in. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Starts in, crushes that off. Digs in deep to get that drive in. This is gonna hurt. Still plenty of time left. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player 1 with the rip not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. What a finish! Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Reads the jump in perfectly. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 2 has the life advantage. Are they trying to slow down the pace with the projectile? Parries the projectile. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. What a clutch side kicks there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Gets the counter hit throw. All right. Burnout activates. Life lead opens up. The corner Shinku Hadouken. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance.
Round 2.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Projectile to try and change the situation. Grabs him. Timely side goes for the super art. There's an overdrive shorty. Hits him with a stopping block. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Blocks the impact. Looking for a chance. This is gonna hurt. Knockdown and Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? No! Stunned off the wall! Protected out the cage right there! Will this be enough to kill? Hanging by a thread! Just need one final push! What were they thinking? Player one can't use any. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Combo! That pumps the brakes on the impact. Player two can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Impact counter! Oh, that's so sick. Oh, here we go. Down on life. They gotta make a move. No way. No signs of letting up from out of the corner. Okay, here we go. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Jump! Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player one with the rhythm owning that stage. It is over! Player two showed they are truly the best of the best. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. The overhead denied. Jumps, picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Was looking for that jump attack. Gets the jump in. They're barely hanging with perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital.
Not good enough.
Throws him. What's next? Doesn't miss a beat. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? This is gonna be bad news. Will we see a drive hit? Shinku Hadouken! A quick breather. Now, can they finish the job? This can lead to some big damage. Gets him with a Euro step. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Player one is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Okay, here we go. Player one is in a very finishes with the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Knocked them out of the air. A jump in, sets up with the jump in. Springs forward with the drive rush. Anti-air into clutch. Crowns him from above. Player two has a big drive game. Oh, in with a rush. What now? Player solid anti-air. Player one is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Will this Super Art do anything? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Looking for a hold. It is over! Player one show. It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That was a solid anti-air. No good up high. Good anti-air. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this one. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Checks him with the projectile. The jumping is denied. Time's the only thing moving here. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight!
Who's going to start things off? Projectile to try and change the situation. Hold your breath. This is gonna be bad news. Player 1 can't let their experiencing burnout. Grabs and throws them away. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Player 2 got him up against the wall and the stun is there. Oh, here we go. Back to the... There's a burnout. All with a no reversal. What are they gonna do? The throw doesn't connect. Impact. Squat. What a finish. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Okay, they trade hits. They trade hits. And now, uses a drive parry against the attack. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Takes a trip. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Adds a little super juice into the KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Burns the drive gauge. Are we going to see some fireworks here? The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout triggered. Player 1 there's an overdrive shorty. Still scrapping for control of the space. Going in. Jump. Hits up the counter. Experiencing burnout. Plus anti-air. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Player 2 holding on to that, but all in with a rush. What's this Chinko Hado gonna do? That combo finishes it. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Big low reaching heavy. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Blocks the jump in. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Takes a trip. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Can't tech the throw. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turns. Knockdown. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2 to come from the brink like that. What a comeback. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 steals it back. They're in the groove now, and they're gonna need to keep it up. All right, what's coming up next? Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Burnout triggered. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Knockdown and... he springs forward with a drive rush. Burnout dissipates. A super art? Sets it up. Goes for the Shin Shoryuken. They're willing to go all in here.
Get up!
Player 1 will need drive rush to keep it going. Life lead is there and whiffs. They're wide open. Will we see a drive in? Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Punish counter sets the table. They're in range. There's a burnout. They gotta go. Close range projectile. A lot of pressure building up here. Shifts them for the win. Player 2 comes. We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 with the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? What a finish. Great lead on the life gauge there.
Round 2.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Balance from above! Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Throws out a projectile. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive returns. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Still scrapping for control of the space. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. From upstairs. Knockdown and a drive impact could end it all here. KO! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Checks him with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. All right. Blocks the jump in. No good up high. Plenty of space between the two fighters. Who will decide to close the gap? Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. What's the play here? Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be... And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. The pressure is so intense here. KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Still scrapping for control of the space. Medium kick hits. Going in, springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 can't use any drop burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. They're backed up into the corner. Will we see a drive in? Oh, the throw connects. What's this Chikuhara gonna do? Medium kick, drops him hard. Amazing. Uses their drive, bangs it on the fireball. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Was looking for that jump attack. Backdoor to get the side switch. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. No good up high. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. All right. Neither of them willing to back off here. Hits with the overhead. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 eats it up with a combo into super. Life lead opens up. Gets him. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. From up above. Goes for the jump in. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Knockdown and drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Not experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 is dominating this match. What's the next move? KO! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. checks with a medium kick. Challenge from above. Attempts to break the stalemate with a setting it all on the drive rush. You've got an excellent block. Drive rush to keep it going. Player finds the target. There's a burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Steps up. What are they gonna do? Meets them air to air. What now? Somehow manages to block the jump in. Player 2 fades out the low flatline zone. Player 2 was an...
Fists of mine! Don't finish you! That's what you did for Luca!
Strike!
Here we...
Sure you can! An opening! Who's low?
An opening!
Hadouken!
Fire arrow! Fire arrow! My chance!
Hadouken! That's what... Hadouken! Hadouken! Right there! Hadouken! Here comes a new challenger!
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They don't score the punish counter, but still get a nice hit in. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Nice Manos Dore, getting those throws all pumped up. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Goes for the super art, KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Holds out with the block. Both fighters want to hit them with a stop and pop. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Both fighters will want to utilize what little drive gauge they have. Was looking for that jump attack. Both fighters, they're going for the super art. And Poirier dancing all over that life gauge. Player 1 just put themselves on equal footing with that super. Nobody blinked. One mistake here, brushes that off and keeps going. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Experiencing burnout. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. This is gonna hurt. Noticeable life lead closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Mono's metal level is still kind of low here. They're going to need to find some chances to boost it. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? That was a solid anti-air. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Combo with the target combo. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Anything could happen here. Player 2 makes a huge statement with that finish. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Hit them with a stop and pop. Goes for Manol's level 2 super for some sweet damage. Player 2 will need to use their knee to finish this thing off with authority with that big punish counter. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Throws them. What's next? An aggressive attack. Still slugging it out here. Goes for an overhead. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Knockdown. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Got their eye on the air. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. All right, what's coming up next? A drive impact could end it all here. Player 2 can't afford, but they're stunned. All they need to do is get enough damage to finish it. Player 1 needs Shinku Hadouken. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, those buffed up throws are really hitting hard now. Hits them with a stop and pop.
It's not over.
Player, burnout activates. Both fighters, just goes for it at this range. Player 1 will look to a sliding in. Side switch in the corner. Reads the jump in perfectly. But impact squashed. Uses the target combo as a filler. Notice knocked him out of the air. What's next? Pumps the brakes on the impact. But closes it out. Player 1 brings it.
A new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Deftly shuts out the jump. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. The move whips and they get nailed with a punch. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Big counter. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 1 has the life advantage. So they break. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. A quick breather. Player 2 needs fires off the Shinku Hadouken. A super art. Can they claw their way? Solid anti-air. One chance here may end this match. Kick out of nowhere. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done with.
My turn.
throws him down. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 has been really leaning on that drive gauge. Opts for the throw. Trips him up. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Can't tech the throw? Alright, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Knockdown. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Who will gain control of the match in the early going. Throws them to negate the block. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. That drive impact doesn't get through. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Goes for the throw. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Smart play with the throw. What'll happen here? This is a turning. Were they baiting them into that? Wraps it up with a decisive combo. That was a clinic. How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Difficult situation for a throw. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Good anti-air. Trips them up. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Trying to read each other here? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? The jump-in is denied. Knockdown goes for the super art. The super doesn't hit. The pressure is what a finish. Great meat on the life gauge there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Checks them with the projectile. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Shadow Rise inbound, going on the offensive. Tries to keep charges forward. Their drive gauges are experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They decide to take a breather to regroup. So, what's next? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Oh, could be the start of something. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Devil's reverse. Are we going to see a comeback here? Overhead. Winston! Catches out the cage right there! Shreds them with a critical one. Such a smart play to go for a decent switch, fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. The next touch may decide this round. That was the highest if I've ever seen it. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throws them to negate the block. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Who's going to break the silence first? Good anti-air. What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Who's going to make a move? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Trying to read each other here? Changes the pace with an air-to-air. Player 2 chases them down. Heats it up with a combo into super. Ooh, wants to hit it big here with a super art. They break things off to take a quick breather. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. The jump-in is denied. Back throw for the side flip. Drive rush to keep it. Gets him. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. One fighter delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Hits them in the gut. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump. Taps the zone. Keeping them away. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Throws a fireball. Going in with Devil's Reverse. You'll drive rush to keep it going. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Springs forward with the drive rush. Goes for the head press. Watching each other carefully. Who'll make the charges forward? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Perfect execution with the anti-air. A real test of nerves here. They are not getting close to each other. Doing some quick planning? Okay. Drive rush. Only a little bit of drive and... No! Critical art now? Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen?
Sure you can!
Almost out of time! Charges up the flatline zone. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned.
My chance! My chance!
Hadouken! An opening! Hadouken!
An opening!
Right there! Hadouken! Sure you can! An opening! Hadouken! Right there! Hadouken! Hadouken! An opening! Right there! No escape! Shin!
Strike! Red attack!
Right there! An opening! Hadouken! Here comes a new challenger!
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Jump in, finds the mark. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Decides to go in with the target combo. No good up high. What's the play here? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. What are they thinking here? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. If they can't escape this rock, brings out the super art. Nice. sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Both fighters planning something? Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Smart play with the foot springs forward with the drive rush. Risky cut hits them with a stop and pop. A drive impact could end it all here. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Turning it right up with a super. That combo finishes it. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. To jump in. What's the play here? Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Managing their drive gauge well here can open up a lot of good chances for them later in the round. Taking stock. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. What'll happen here? Player 1 can't use any, closes it with a classic corner throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Jump! Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. There's a change of sides. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Risky up-close scraps still going. Grounds them from above. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Gets them with a Euro step. Makes it on the fireball. They're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who's Goku? What a smart throw. Low heavy. Pokes with the medium. Drops them. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. This is gonna hurt. Both sides. Drive rush. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale.
What's wrong? Get up!
Players draw super hard incoming. Still alive? Still alive?
Locked on.
Oh, so close! The next moves are gonna be crucial! They didn't take the throw? Player 1 makes...
Strike!
This is it! My turn! Hadouken! Opening! Hadouken! Right there! Here comes a new challenger!
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Right there!
That was a solid anti-air. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. And a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Life lead opens up. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive game, but they still have enough life left in there. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Holds out with the block. Checks him with the projectile. Jumps up. Oh, burnout triggered. Charges forward. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player, this Shin Hashogeki is gonna sting. The super doesn't hit. They've got the meter for a drive impact. A super art? That's a counter. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jump in there? That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Blocks the jump in. Lots of aggression from both sides. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 can't heat it up with a combo into super. Drive rush. Gets in their face. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Drive rush to keep it going. Both fighters are looking for a win. Rushes that off and keeps going. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1, oh, burnout triggers. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They've got the meter for a drive impact. That's a counter. What'll happen off of me? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Medium kick. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with a jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it up overhead, but it won't work. Player 1, punch cannon spike. Hits him with a stop and pop. All in with a rush. Do we see a drive impact here? Do it to him. Show the people what they came to see, Ryu.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 may be able to pull a fast one, especially kisses the fireball. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in the fight. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Shows a medium kick. This fight is just underway. Down to the wire. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Parries the attack, takes a big gamble, and rips out a raw super. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Beautiful setup with that attack. Backs them into the... Player 2 hits them with a stop and pop. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Both fighters planning something? Smart play with the throw. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is gonna hurt. Player 2 will look to bros them. What now? Burns out. Player 2 can't use any drive rush. Gets the counter hit and the win. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Excellent block. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Getting up close and personal. Max SA gauges. Unbelievable gut punch shreds them. Back to the corner. Are we just anticipated that throw? A jump in? Reversal. Close charges up the plasma. Both sides. The projectile hits. Fantastic positioning on show during that round. Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Gotta do this. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. All right. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Takes a trip. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Was looking for that jump attack. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Taking stock. Ends with a projectile. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 hits them with a stopping bomb. Uses the target combo as a fill-up. Quick breather. Throw leaves them wide open. Goes for the jump in. Player 1 needs to... Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Were they baiting them into that? They've got the meter for a drive impact. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Both fighters planning something? Dangerous, willing to risk it for the overdrive. Gotta do better than that. What's next? A real test of the drive impact. What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Blocks the low heavy. The impact gets blocked. Low heavy, what's the play here? The throw hits, now the fun begins. Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Taking stock. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. All right, what's coming up next? Gets them. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. A brave forward jump there to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up. Brushes that off and keeps going. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Breaks the block with a throw. Knockdown and... Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
This is my chance.
Smart play with the throw. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Both fighters planning something? They've got the meter for a drive rush to keep it going. Can they close this round? More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with the level 3 super.
How'd I lose?
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.